Hey people at home, hope you're all having a fantastic day today. It's your boy Marksman back at it again for another Wild Rift news update, but this time we're going to have something very specific which has yet to actually come out, and this is the first time we're going to be checking out something like this. It's going to be some Wild Rift patch notes. So it just came out today, June 17th, and as I'm doing this video, they're actually currently also uploading some extra posts to this Twitter thread. So we're going to go through every single change, talking about it a little bit, trying to start a little bit of a conversation in the community as around these patches, if they're good, if they're bad. Hopefully they nerfed Yi and Jinx. That's what I'm hoping for. I can already see Yi, Master Yi and Jinx nerfed here in this patch note. So here it is. So we're going to go over all of this very slowly. Might be a little bit of a long video. So the buff characters are going to have is Gragas, Ezreal, and the Towers. So Towers, they needed to be buff 100%. We're going to go in specific around this. Vayne, Jinx, and Master Yi got nerfed. Vayne, I thought she was okay, but apparently she did need a little bit of a nerf. Jinx and Master Yi both got nerfed, which hell yeah, that was definitely needed. And the watch list, you got Smite, Blitzcrank. Don't you dare touch Blitzcrank. Touch Blitzcrank, I'm mad. Nami, Ash Lily's not going to be happy about that. Marksman, and Jax. So those are all of the few changes we're going to be seeing in this update for the next update of Wild Rift. So first one is going to be Gragas. So Gragas is running out of mana pretty quickly, and his full ability combo felt a little on the weak side. So we're buffing his mana regen, barrel roll, and drunken rage to get him back in the happy hour spirit. Okay, so they're making it so you can just spam his abilities a little bit more, which I think is needed. Gragas was definitely on a little bit of a weaker side going into the alpha stage. So I think that here, Gragas definitely being able to spam his abilities a little bit more in team fights is going to make him a lot more reliable. And as a jungler, mana is very important to try and reduce those backports back to base. As we go now over here, we're going to be seeing what he's going to be doing. So mana regen is going to be from 12 to 15, so he's going to get more mana regen per second. Okay, mana regen increases also. The barrel AP ratio is going to be increased from 0.7 to 0.8, and they're also going to be making the cooldown reduced. So actually that's going to make him way better. And also the drunken rage AP ratio from 0.5 to 0.65. That's a big total actually of AP increase. Like that's an AP increase on like globally of basically 0.1 and 0.25. You got like a 0.25 buff on his overall AP damage. That's actually really pog. I really like that. Gragas is definitely going to be a lot more reliable in the next update. Next one is going to be Ezreal. So Ezreal underperforming because his blue build isn't giving him much damage, and he's getting outclassed by basic attacks, Marksman, which is true. So far, Ezreal was getting shut down pretty often, which is why people would mostly play it in the mid lane, so he wouldn't get traded out by basic attacks. We're updating his recommended items and runes and buffing Mystic Shot, his main damage output ability. Okay, that sounds great. So Mystic Shot damage going from overall late game is going to be from 120 to 135. It's a pretty small buff late game, but early game from 15 to 30. That's actually really pog. That's actually going to be doubling his damage early on his Mystic Shot. So that's awesome to see. And his Mystic Shot AD ratio increased also of an extra 0.1. So that's going to make him a lot better. At least he will be able to play a lot better in that sense. And they also changed his default recommended items, which, you know, that's completely okay. At the end, we can all build our own recommended items. So that is okay. Okay, so that's a change that I think is going to make him a lot better in the overall rankings. Next one is going to be Master Yi. So everyone was complaining about Master Yi with Jinx being completely freaking broken. So I'm intrigued to see what the change is. Yi has truly mastered the power of Wuju and is an unstoppable tank melting, split pushing terror, so we are taking a chunk of his attack damage per level, as well as the damage gained via Wuju style. Okay. So Master Yi, so the AD per level has now been reduced. Oh man, that's a significant nerf. Holy, 0.4, like 4.55 to 3.6? That's like a whole entire point taken away. That's like 0.95. Taken away of the character, if my math is good, which I think it might not be, but I think it's good. Tell me in the comments. So that's actually a really big nerf, and I think he needed a big nerf. He was completely broken. Like tanks, turrets, squishies, he would destroy absolutely everyone. Wuju style active AD ratio 0.35 to 0.25. So that's also 0.10 nerf on this Wuju style. So that's going to make him like definitely a lot weaker in terms, not his attack speed really, but like mostly just his damage per basic attack is going to be heavily reduced, and that's going to hurt him over the entirety of the game. Early game will be pretty similar, which he did struggle a bit in the early game. Like you see Master Yi's farming a lot to try and get to that power spike, then going for big fights to get level up. So the early game they didn't touch it too much, which I think is good, but the late game does get hurt, and the mid to late game mostly gets hurt quite heavily, which was definitely necessary. So that's, I think, personally, in my opinion, a really good nerf on Master Yi. So big pog on that one from the boys at Riot. Next one is Vayne. So Vayne's mobility and kiting as well as her late game damage is making her scarier than intended. Yeah, she did have a lot of mobility though. You know what? Her damage I think was okay, but her mobility, being able to go invisible every few seconds, was pretty hard. We still think Vayne's identity as a late game carry is important to her playstyle because she's a tank burster. That's what she does. But she should probably have to work harder to get there. Okay, I can respect that. I can respect that. Okay, so we're going to continue down the thread. I'm telling you guys, they're currently still updating it like 9 minutes ago, and it's still going. So I might still have some tweets that are currently not created in the feed. So Vayne. So the Silver Bolt's active attack speed, so that's like the passive thing almost. From 45 early game to 40, so little nerf in the early, and 90% to 55. Oh man, that late game nerf though. From 90 to 55%, that's huge. God damn, okay, well, she's going to struggle a bit later on in the game, that's for sure. I mean, you only get a 55 increase instead of 90, that is a big boy nerf. And the ultimate final hour cooldown, from the cooldown now increased from basically 20 seconds early game, 10 seconds mid game, and late game is going to be the same. So the early game they did reduce it a little bit, which I think that's okay. I wasn't really sure how effective her ultimate was, but definitely the Silver Bolt ult is huge, and that's going to have a big impact on any Vayne player. Now we're getting in the nitty gritty of it. This is what we wanted to see. Also, we got the Master Yi nerf, which I think is awesome. Big boy nerfs right there, but now Jinx getting taken down. So Jinx was getting a little too excited. Yeah. Man, shut the fuck up. A little too excited. So we're scaling back her attack speed per level. Attack speed was definitely an issue. Like, you would stutter step like crazy. Wait. Don't they say what they're doing to her? They didn't say what they're doing. Why are you not telling us what you're nerfing on her? No. So sad. Okay. Well, I guess they just reduced the attack speed per, like, scaling per level. So she's going to attack way slower, which is what was needed, in my opinion. Towers. So yeah, we were talking about this. We need towers to be more tanky. In my opinion, towers need to be more tanky. We've seen your feedback around towers feeling weak. We're increasing tower stats when they're backdoored or taken in quick succession. So far, we're pretty happy with Wild Rift's average game length around 17 minutes. We'll be watching these changes closely. So what they're going to do, we're changing... increasing tower stats when they're backdoored. Okay, so that's cool because I've seen so many backdoors, especially by Master Yi's. So they're making turrets tankier if you're getting backdoored, and also they're nerfing Master Yi, which was like the #1 backdoorer. That's going to make backdoors so much harder. So overall, your game length is going to increase because of those two changes on towers and Master Yi. So that's POG. So let's see what they do. Backdoor bonus tower damage. Okay, so it does more damage when you backdoor it. Backdoor bonus damage reduction. So it reduces damage from 75% now. Domino bonus. Temporary damage reduction after previous tower destroyed. Okay, so it gets more tanky once a tower is destroyed in front of it. Like temporary buff. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. They're just increasing that. So yeah, that's cool. That means you can't just steamroll an entire lane and just destroy 3 turrets in like 30 seconds. So it's going to make it a lot harder for you to do that. Then finally, here are a few changes we're currently looking at for the future changes. Smite. We're seeing junglers level up very quickly, and we're keeping an eye on their ability to outscale laners. Yeah, I've seen that. A few junglers, especially Master Yi, would really rank up and level up really quickly, which is why Yi was also somewhat OP, is because you would rank up your levels so quickly, and the more you level up on Master Yi, the more OP you would get because your AD per level was huge. So now the fact that they nerfed the jungle itself, with the Smite also changed, is going to be awesome. So that's a great also. That adds on to the nerf to Master Yi. Is Yi still going to be played after this? I don't know, but this is intense. Okay, poor Master Yi players. After that, it's going to be followed up with Blitzcrank. So feedback from Blitzcrank players and opponents suggest his Rocket Fist is a little too reliable in lane. Well, that's good. Don't touch my Blitzcrank, okay? I'm a Blitzcrank one trick. But after, I do agree the hitbox was a little bit off-putting sometimes, and the ability itself would be very fast. So I think if they all reduce the speed or reduce the hitbox a little bit, I think that would make already Blitzcrank a little bit more non-bannable in it, because otherwise he might be a little bit too strong. And Nami was also really good. Like CC, the CC she was popping off was insane. Nami's crowd control seems strong. Yeah, very, very strong. Ask Ash Lily about that. By the way, video on Nami by Ash Lily on the channel. Go check it out. We're watching her ability to lock down her targets with relative ease. Okay. They're thinking of potentially bringing changes to Nami. That's cool. That's good to know. Marksman. Marksmen are feeling incredibly powerful as players get used to dual stick controls. Yeah. That's normal because you can just spam the button and just get yourself in a really good position really quickly. Basic attacks, kiting, etc. Especially kiting, mate. For the same reason, we're seeing Jin underperform due to this reload time. Jin has really good damage output, but that is indeed a fact because Jin has a way that he can't really scale up with attack speed. So he's going to do big bursts, but because other characters are going to be destroying him, I think they do have to allow Jin to attack a little bit faster to make him more reliable. They haven't done the change yet, but that is some stuff they're working on. And I think that Jin is definitely one character that was underperforming because, like, Miss Fortune, was it Vayne, Jinx, Ashe were doing so good, especially Ashe. I'm surprised to not see an Ashe nerf actually in this. Ashe was doing extremely well in the current patch. But that's cool to know that they are going to be nerfing that. And finally, Jax. Oh, okay. Kaigu's not going to be happy about this. Jax is running... Right. Jax is running away with many games by split pushing to victory. Just like Master Yi. Forcing teams to send multiple members to stop him. We're hoping the tower change address this dominance, but we're keeping an eye on him for future changes. Okay, I already think that, yeah, the tower changes is going to be making Jax a little bit less reliable, because in team fights, he's not, like, OP or anything like that. Is there anything else to this? No, there's nothing else. Okay, nothing in response. But there you go. There's all the changes. Definitely, over all the changes, the ones that I do really like, I do like the fact that they're making Ezreal a lot stronger, because he did have a really hard time dealing with AD carries in lane because they were just spamming really quickly and outscaling. So now early damage with this Mystic Shot, he's going to be doing twice more damage. So that's going to make it already great. Towers, that nerf is, sorry, buff on turret should I even call it. The buffs on turret are definitely way needed, and that's going to be a way also to nerf down not only Master Yi, but also Jax in an indirect way. Vayne nerf, I like the Vayne nerf. I think it's fine. I think it was necessary. I think they got that one on point. The ultimate cooldown, I don't think was really necessary to nerf it, but I think that the rest is completely okay. Jinx, they had to reduce her attack speed per level, so that's we don't know the exact ratio, but I think that's a change that definitely was necessary for the current alpha state of the game. Master Yi nerf, I mean, thank you, Riot. Thank you so much, Riot. We needed this nerf. We needed that. Get out of here, Yi. Get out. But also on the watch list, like Smite, I do think the jungle needs to nerf. That'll also be another way to nerf not only Master Yi, but also Jax. So, like, this is a triple potential nerf on Master Yi and Jax if they do put in together, like, the jungle nerf to make it so you level up slower. Blitzcrank, Nami both need a little bit of change. They're kind of OP in terms of, like, CC crowd control powerhouses. And also Marksman to make Jin a little bit more reliable. But I think, yeah, otherwise, I'm actually really okay with all of these changes. I think Ashe is the only one that's missing in this. I think that Ashe should need a little bit of a nerf because she does seem extremely strong when she gets fed and almost unstoppable in certain situations. So I think that Ashe is definitely the one that does miss in this first patch note of the June 16th. Well, wait, no, we're the 17th. That's a lie. That's fine. But then we'll be seeing this patch note coming out really soon. So that's awesome to see the already just the alpha state of the game going to have a nice patch note and is going to be really enjoyable. But yeah, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed the little patch note video so I can keep you guys updated. If you do want to start a conversation, if you're not okay or if you're okay with some of the changes or you think something is lacking, like me with the Ashe, don't hesitate to put that in the comment section down below. I will always try and start a conversation with you guys down there. Also, put a like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. Always does help, and as I'm trying to grow this channel before Wild Rift does indeed come out. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, once again, comment section down below, and I'll see you all later for another Wild Rift update video. Bye-bye.